world free. You set my world free. You set my world free. You set my world free. Yeah. Nothing can compare to. I set myself free. Nothing can compare to. Yeah. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. Nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free. Nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move. We'll take it to another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another. I've been down before. Feel like a whole world just wants my phone. I've been trapped by what they see me for, but now I'm free, free to go. We'll take it to another level, another level, another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another. You set my world free. Nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free. Nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move.
Hey, vibrant community, welcome to Bible Club.
The show that's your portal to good vibes, laughter, and invaluable life lessons. How's everyone doing, Vibe Tribe? We've curated an extraordinary experience for you today. From wisdom-packed moments to captivating interviews, grab your favorite snacks, get comfortable, and let's embark on a journey of positive vibes together. We're unraveling essential life lessons, sharing stories that resonate, and who knows, there might be a surprise or two that'll leave you inspired. You know what time it is? It's time to take off. Buckle up, Vibe Tribe, because the Vibe O'Clock starts now.
What's good? What's good, fam? I hope you guys are doing good. Vibe Tribe, it's one more Vibe O'Clock. I'm sorry for the cut there. I kind of went blank with usually how we do here, the opener. There's a young gimmick that we start with, and unfortunately, we didn't have that, but it was good. We started a little bit late today. My apologies for that. But either way, better late than never, but never late is better. I hope you guys keep that. I want to start on a more serious note today's Vibe O'Clock. I want to dedicate this first few minutes to the Tom family. The Tom family, not this Thursday, but if I'm not mistaken, the previous, last week, Thursday, it was, to be exact, I have the exact date here, the 25th of January. They lost their one of their family members, and not only did the Tom family lose this family member, but we as the YPG fam also lost her. I want to put her here on the screen for you guys to see. Abongile Tom, who was born on the 4th of November 2003, and she passed away on the 25th of Jan. She was one of our YPG mentors, and her body was laid to rest today. She was not feeling well. She was, she was ill. And unfortunately, her body did not overcome the illness. But we have a very powerful scripture which speaks about the death of a saint. From what I heard, she was someone who was so dedicated to her work, both in the church as well as in the YPG. And unfortunately for us, I can imagine for the family members, for the friends, for the YPG fam, who would have her every single day. It must have been definitely a difficult, a painful loss, but the angels in heaven are celebrating her check-in. And all of our work in the YPG, the entire work of the YPG, goes down to this moment, the peace. Sorry guys, I hear that the volume is not okay. Give me just a second. I don't know if it's better now. I hope it's better now, guys. Hold on. I was hoping this wouldn't happen. It looks fine on my side, guys. I hope you can hear it better now. I'm going to pump the sound here so that everybody can hear me. I hope it's better now. But as I was saying, the entire work of the YPG goes down to this moment, the moment in which everything here on earth comes to an end. And what legacy, thank you so much, Lisa, what legacy are you going to leave behind? It's a loss for us, humanly speaking, but I believe a celebration in heaven. So may our Lord God comfort the family members, the Tom family, the friends, and everybody who was close to her. At the age of 20, she parts ways with us. But I believe that she is where we all wish to be. And I'm carrying not tears of sadness, but tears of joy, because she can legit say, I have fought the good fight. I finished the race. She's finished the race, and she is an inspiration for us. She went through a lot, being a member in the YPG, a mentor in the YPG, an assistant in the church and facing a lot. I just heard a lot of good things about her. I did not know her personally, but to a certain extent, it's even good because I think I would have been a bit more emotional if that were the case. But the YPG fam in Kagiso were there today was her burial, and I'm sure that it is a life lesson for all of us. So I want to dedicate the song to the family and to the entire YPG fam before we kick off. And this song, all of you guys know, but I think more than ever, it is the perfect time for it. Let's go.
You won't take me down. Hate, you won't steal my crown. King with no kingdom, a prince with no peace. You've had your day, yeah, but today that's not me. 'Cause when I walk through the fires of life now, I won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. God, you walk through the fires with me, so I won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. I lift my arms up, I cast my cares up with faith like a child, oh, no matter what, no matter what. When I walk through the fires of life now, won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. Keep on, yeah. Keep on, yeah. So now we soldier on. Let love be the first and the last word on our tongue. Fight the good fight, push back the darkness, light up the night, light it up, light it up. When I walk through the fires of life now, won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. God, you walk through the fires with me, so I won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. I lift my arms up, I cast my cares up with faith like a child, oh, no matter what, no matter what. When I walk through the fires of life now, won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. I can feel my soul getting freed now, laying all my burdens down, I'm free now, singing hallelujah, I'm redeemed now. I can feel my soul getting freed now, laying down my burdens, I'm free now, singing hallelujah, I'm redeemed now, hallelujah, hallelujah.
That's what's up, fam. Our fires of life, they may come, they may, take place, they may spark, but we keep looking, we keep fighting, we keep running. It's interesting, I didn't even notice when the song was playing, he mentions fight the good fight, push back the darkness. So that's our mission, that's our aim, and that's what the YPG fam is all about. And I repeat, if there's anything that we can do, that we can assist, we're here for you. We're never here to judge you. We're never here to let you down. We're here to assist. We do have mistakes. All of us have mistakes. All of us have our flaws. There are moments in which we will commit mistakes. Please don't look at that aspect of it. Look at the intention, which is always to help you guys and to obviously take off. So Abongile, indeed, as Busis is saying here right now, you've won the race, and she is indeed a motivation to us all. Our condolences, our thoughts our shout out goes to the Tom family. Now, moving on to a more chilled note. Well, not that this one wasn't chilled, but I mean, it's not every day that we touch on this subject here on the Bible Clock. But I want to talk to you today about vision. This is exactly what we want to share with you. Please confirm with me that the sound is better now, guys. I did not hear anything after. Let me know that the sound is better, because we wanted to give you the best quality. You deserve the best quality. So today we are going to be talking about vision. And vision, not just not necessarily in the aspect of being able to see. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was actually my mistake here. But as I was saying, it is not necessarily the literal vision, the vision of having to wear glasses, something which I never do in the Bible Clock. You will not see me taking pictures with these here. I like to take them off or wear my contacts. I'm not talking about that vision for those of us who have an extra pair of eyes, which we have to carry around wherever we go. But I'm talking about the vision for your life, for your future, the vision for success, the vision of reaching what is never reached before. And allow me to be a little bit confrontational on today's subject, because unfortunately, we are labeled, whether you're a Gen Z or a millennial. Most of us are a mixture or in between the two, either a late millennial or an early Gen Z, which is a good mixture of the two. I usually pick on the Gen Zs, but our generations are, at least those who are between 22, 23, more or less in your early 30s, we can relate with a lot of things. And our generation is generally labeled as weak, emotional, and so many other things. And to a certain extent, those labels are not wrong. Soft, and we are easily persuaded, and blah, 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 and the long list of things which we hear about our generation. Why are most of these criticisms, why is it that the majority of the criticism aimed at our generation, why is it true? It's true because that's the reality. And the vision which we are going to be sharing with you, today's subject is going to be a series for the next couple of weeks, at least during February, in spite of us pushing for our MH24. Where is it? I'm trying to, so you see it here, as you see on the computer behind me. Although right now that is what we're talking a lot about. It won't divert us from pushing and aiming in the direction of vision. What I'm trying to say is, if you stop and you think about it, the past generations were more go-getters than what we are today. And I say this because if you stop and you notice, the past generation would actually roll up their sleeves and chase after many things a lot more than we do, a lot more than our generation does. The ideas we have, because if you stop and you think about it, I mean, all the social media and the means content creators, they are actually very creative. They are intelligent people. Although some use their intelligence for evil, for not very profitable ideas, many use it, I mean, we are the generation in which you can get paid for gaming. Imagine, once upon a time, our parents would say, get off the video game, there's no future in that. And today, they are gamers. I mean, I remember seeing not too long ago a competition, and the guy bagged home $100,000. That's equivalent to about 18 million rands, almost 20 million rands. Imagine, excuse me, not 20, 2 million rands. My apologies, Haibo, 2 million rands. Imagine you coming home and sharing with your family that you've just got 2 million in your bank account because you were playing Gran Turismo, or you were playing FIFA, or you were playing games. I mean, if you stop and you think about it, our generation has created opportunities in almost every way. Yet, when you look at the current status of our generation, and I'm sorry, I'm going to restrict this most especially to South Africa, where we will know better the reality, especially myself, having grown up here all my life, lived here, and being a youth here. I think there are certain things I'd be able to reason a lot because I faced it. But I sense a lot of, how can I say, complacency. And when I say complacency, it's not in thinking. It's not in the sense of ideas, but in the sense of actually executing what we should and can do for our lives and for our future. I think a lot of us are waiting for things to be fed to us, for the things which we want to conquer to be fed to us. Let us go, for example, to the career aspect, in the sense where many young people, they matriculate and they struggle to get a job. And how often do we hear of cases in which somebody can't get a job, so he legit just goes out in the streets, it doesn't work out, so hey, let's stay home. Let's stay home, let's do nothing. Mom and dad are still working, so we'll depend on them. Sometimes the granny, at times the granny or the parents are of a more advanced age, and some of them will be sat down and be okay with that. And I think that's something which we need to actually run from, move away from. We need to change that, because although things aren't easy, I'm not saying that things are easy for us young people. We all know the challenges we face. If an opportunity isn't there, why aren't you making one? Why are we so concerned about people, what they're going to say if I'm at the traffic light selling scones or selling muffins or selling pens or selling something? If I ask you, how many of you actually have a side hustle that you know it's profitable, where you can actually put something decent, even if it's a loaf of bread on a daily basis, on your table? Think about it. How many of you don't have much, let me say, financially speaking, your family might be struggling financially. How many of you have already started something in which you say, I am going to take my family out of this situation? So it goes back to exactly what I'm saying. The issue of complacency. The issue of us slacking and relaxing and not chasing after what we should chase. And not fighting as much as we actually should. Not actually going after what we should actually be going after. So you knock at the door, you submit your CVs, and your CVs aren't accepted, and now you take that and you say, my CV is not accepted, so I give up. And instead of you doing something about it, instead of you chasing after something, instead of you know what, no one's going to give me a job. I'm going to get a job. It's not yet. It hasn't started. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to do something about it. I'm not going to sit at home, sit back, relax, and let things slide. What are you doing to get out of that situation? And I'm sorry, I'm going to hit a little bit deeper on this. When we usually ordered, especially when last year we launched these new T-shirts of the YPG, we were very picky with regards to the prices. We were very, very picky to the company, and we said, listen, please you need to give us a good price. We are going to sell many of them, but you need to give us a very good price. Reason being, we're selling them to our youth, and our youth don't have a natural source of income. It's true, but we should be different. We should be different. We should be the kind who say, hold up, I'm not going to wait for mom and dad. If my parents can't afford, I'm going to fight. I'm going to hustle for it. I'm going to hustle for what I want. This is not just a t-shirt that I'm buying for fashion, but this is the t-shirt which represents my group, which represents my fam, which represents my tribe, if I could say it, not just a tribe in the YPG fam, but your tribe as in, this is, your blood is blue, white, and red. How many of you have actually chased after it? Where you didn't need to actually ask your parents for it. I'm not talking about just those of you who work, and I mean specifically to those of you who are in school, where you could do something on the side for it, where you could do something on the side to take yourself out of that situation. So for the next couple of weeks, if you say, PJ, I don't like it when you get confrontational, I don't feels it, the Vibe O'Clock is not going to be for you, because we're going to go all in with it. And I'm going to invite, as I have right now, a couple of our guests. We're going to, a guest with us who's going to talk a little bit. They're going to be sharing a little bit about their story. And I want you to see that there is always an opportunity. There is always a way out. There is always something that you can do to get yourself out of that situation. I'm going to go for a short break. When we come back, they're going to be here to talk to you. Next week, it's going to be the same. And throughout this month here in the Vibe O'Clock, we're going to be talking about the vision. And I'm going to share with you something which might be there, you haven't seen it. I'm going to share with you the fact that you might have thought about it, but you never committed to it. Okay? Stay connected. We are going to be right back.
We'll be back in a flash with more laughter, listens, and surprises. Stay tuned, stay groovy. It's Vibe O'Clock.
In 2023, Made for More rocked the house with success. But in 2024, get ready for something even bigger and better. Brace yourselves for the Mega Help Event 2024, where the energy is cranked up with a mega dance-off, thunderous war cries, fierce competitions involving over 24 schools, and an art gallery showcasing the immense talent of visual artists. Dive into a world of possibilities with career guidance from seasoned experts and college professionals. Need a buddy to chat about life's highs and lows? Our volunteers are ready to support and guide you in the Vent Corner. Now mark your calendars for the 24th of February at 10 a.m. and join us at 24456 Imnik Drive, Zone 6, Deep Kloof in Soweto. Not in Josie? No sweat. Mega Help Event is making its way to you, with simultaneous events at every provincial YPG branch across Mzansi. Your entrance is absolutely damage-free. For more details, hit us up on our toll-free line or check our pages on YPG RSA. Mega Help Event 2024. It's time to take off.
Oh, sorry. I pressed the wrong button here, and the video had already started playing. So 24th of this month, guys, the days are arriving tomorrow. 20 days to go. Today it's exactly 21 days to go for a huge event. I can't wait for it. It's going to be immense, and I hope you guys are ready for it. We're going to talk about it a little bit later in the program. I have Wandela who is going to connect with us right now. Let me just Hoy her here with us so that we can have a young word with her. I don't know why it is doing this. Just a second, just a second, just a second. Um, there we go. Okay. Uh, Wandile, can you hear me?
Oops, sorry. Hi,
Whoopsie, I think she's.
PJ.
I can hear you,
Yes, I
but
can
your line is
hear you.
cutting. It's a little bit delayed, little bit delayed. Let me let her sort herself out here so that we can do it. One dealer, I have the description of what she does. I have a description of what she does. Give me just a second. She is a financial manager. She's from our YPG fam in Durban, and she's a financial manager. Unfortunately, it seems like she's having network issues, but that's not a problem. As soon as she reconnects, we'll get her back in. What I was speaking about is the mindset of being a go getter, being the kind of person who is not going to just sit back and complain that the opportunities aren't there, that things aren't going your way, that things aren't the way you actually want them to be, and you're always complaining and you've got excuses for it, whereby you can actually do something about it. Wandile, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can. Hi, PJ.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. So how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm hoping that we're not going to have any major network issues here, so that we can hear you loud and clear. Because as I said, today's Vibe O'Clock is going to be a little bit confrontational, and I want you to touch the wounds. I want you to help me, put some salt on the wounds. I don't know if you could hear me just before the break, briefing what is the vision that we have for today and the next couple of weeks and here in the Vibe Clock. And you being a financial manager, I think you'll be able to tell us a little bit about that. Please tell us about what you do, and take the show is yours.
Okay, so I work as a financial manager for a financial services provider.
Okay.
Uh, I lead a team of about 16 people. Yeah, it's quite a number of people. I'm responsible for finance. I'm responsible for compliance, and I'm responsible for quality assurance. I'm responsible for risk management as well. So that's just
Okay.
a summary of what the responsibilities that I have.
Okay. What does your job on a day-to-day basis entail? Like, give us just a scope and idea of your routine.
Okay, so my day goes like this. I get to the office. I have to have a morning meeting with my team. Probably have a meeting with the managing director once a week, just to brief him on the happenings of the business. Then I have to separate myself. Like I said, I'm responsible for quite a number of things. So I need to check with the finance team that everything is on par, we're still on budget, we're not overspending, we're making, we're profitable, we're not performing below what we should be performing. Um, then I have to check with the quality assurance team, were pertaining to the quality of revenue that is coming in. Are there any trends that we should be aware of? I do training where training is needed. I sometimes travel between branches where that is needed. I would meet with external stakeholders or suppliers, whatever the case may be. I have to renegotiate contracts. I have to ensure that we're not overpaying for things that we shouldn't be overpaying for. So I have to look at our budgets. I have to look at what we're paying for. Are those things that we're paying for income generating activities, or are they just operational activities that don't necessarily help us reach the goal or the vision of where the company wants to be.
All of this, you do it with people in which you have to delegate to ensure. So I'm assuming that you see it from the top, that it's being executed, and get them to execute that for you.
Correct.
Okay, so naturally you have to have the leadership skill. You have to have a leader's mindset. And by the way, I'm going to speak about this later, that there's a huge difference between a boss and a leader. That's a huge difference, but I'm going to talk about that later. So Wandela has to be a leader to her team, because I think if she's a boss, there will be lots of failures. Things aren't going to go the way she wants it to. So you can already see, guys, the level of responsibility here. She's talking, and there's a long list of things. I'm assuming as well a lot of organization is necessary. If you're a disorganized person, you are naturally going to be late, which is unprofessional and unacceptable in your sector, in your line of work, or in any line of work for all that matters.
100%.
You need to know your story. If you're disorganized, you're just going to get into a meeting and be like, what am I supposed to say? What are we here for? And that is also something, because not only do you represent yourself, but you represent an entire company, a financial provider. So it's pretty huge. Now, taking a couple of steps back, Wandela, what was your trajectory? What was the route you had to take, including and most especially the challenges you had to face to be where you are today?
Okay, so I grew up in a township. I grew up in Guamatu, and I think the challenge would start there, where you'd find that the people that you grew up with are not they don't know what they want. Basically, they're just living, they don't know what they want to do with their lives. So it begins there, where you have to separate yourself. You know what you want, you know where you want to go. And then I got to high school, matriculated. I did commerce. So I did commerce. I wanted to be an accountant. So I wanted to be a chartered accountant, because my high school teacher always spoke about it. So her desire was to be a chartered accountant, and she couldn't do that. So when I applied for university, I applied to study BCom accounting. Okay, so I applied, and at that point, I was raised by a single parent. At that point, my mom had retired. She was a teacher. And my brother before me was still studying, so there was a bit of a challenge financially to actually take me to school. All we could afford at that point was my registration fee. I had to buy things to move into res. I had to get my own things. We tried whatever we could. We got into res. I paid my registration fee. The rest, I said, only God knows. Only God knows where I'm gonna find money to buy textbooks. Only God knows where I'm going to find money to actually pay for my tuition. So God made a way. I was able to get my textbooks in the first year. My tuition wasn't paid, and at that point, you couldn't even see your exam results if your fees were not paid. So all you could see was just your test results. You wrote test one, you wrote test two, you got the minimum mark to write an exam. Then you get into the exam, you write the exam, and then you're like, should I go home? I passed. Should I not go home? I didn't pass. I have to wait for my supplementary exam. You don't know. First,
Okay, I see we got another network issue here, guys. But as she's talking, I can see a few of your comments, and I like what Avela says, where she said, we badly suffer from Bazotini Abantu syndrome. That is so true. You got it spot on. Bazotini Abantu. What are people going to say? What are people going to think? What are people going to say if they see me doing this. Somebody even shared the message here, similar to like being at the traffic light, selling toilet paper, selling things which is not physically appealing to many people. Think about it. Bazotinia Bantu syndrome is mortal. And the worst is that you're so concerned about what people are thinking or going to think or going to say, but you're the one who suffers. You are the one who suffers because you have this syndrome of Bazotini Abantu. What are people going to say? What are people going to think? Okay, so we have Wandela's back here. Sorry, Wandela, I see you got cut off, but not a problem. You were mentioning...
I'm sorry, I think...
Sorry?
No, I think I'm just battling with my network this side.
It's not a problem. We're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying. It's one of the things that visionaries need to have. They need to keep persevering. And I'm sure what you are sharing here is going to be golden, and it's not a problem. As many times as you disconnect, we're going to keep trying. It's not a problem. So yes, you were speaking about your journey at not being waiting for your results, between going back home, if you failed, if you passed, and so forth. You can take it from there.
Okay, so then we go back home and we're just hopeful that we've passed our first year. Second year, we have to go back to school. We have to register. We can afford registration fee. At that point, I think it was 3,750 rand. But at that point, you're probably owing like 36,000 rand from your first year. So you're like, okay, cool. I have about 4,000 rand to register, but I can't register because I owe my first year's fees. And at that point, I didn't have financial aid. So the route would be you have to find somebody who'd sign an acknowledgement of debt on your behalf to say that they're going to pay. This is how they're going to pay. And you're like, okay, who's working at home? My sister's working. Sign this acknowledgement of debt. I have to go back to school. Whether you pay or you don't pay, it doesn't matter. I just need to go back to school. So we do that. Second year, we pay registration. We go back to school. And then somewhere in between the second year, God did a miracle. So I finally got financial aid. So I got financial aid for my second year, and I was able to pay my fees for the second year, buy textbooks, get a laptop, just the basics. I get through the second year. We get through the second year. We pass our second year. After that, you're like, okay, cool. We have to go back to school for the third year. But mind you, we're still owing that 36,000 rand from the first year is now accumulating interest.
Just
Financial aid.
before I have a question. In between these moments in which you were waiting for your debts to be paid, or what were you doing? Were you sitting at home, killing time, folding your arms? What did you do? Because obviously you said God made a way, but what did you do on your side whilst you were waiting for that miracle?
Okay, so the funny story is, I think when I was in grade 9, I had just joined the YPG, and I think somewhere around June the campaign was introduced. So we're new to the YPG. At that point, we didn't have PTU, so you were moving from Sunday school right into the YPG. And the campaign is introduced, and we now have to enter the campaign. I don't know where I'm going to find money. And I started selling muffins. So I used to sell muffins in the taxi rank. I did grade 9, I did grade 10, I did grade 11, I did grade 12.
So you were
at that
15,
point,
16, 17, 18 years old at the taxi rank,
yes,
the cleanest
yes.
place you could have been, selling muffins. A lady, by the way, guys, as
I remember
you
one,
can see.
yes. I remember one day I used to leave the house at 5:30 in the morning. I'd wake up at 3, bake, and leave the house at 5:30 in the morning because there was a train that would leave at 6 o'clock. So right next to the taxi rank is a train station. So you have people going to work using the taxis, and you have people going to work using the trains. So you're like, okay, I have a 10 liter or 20 liter bucket of muffins. I have so many people that could possibly buy. Now you have to be innovative. What makes your cakes stand out from other people's cakes? So you're like, okay, now I'm selling muffin, and I'm selling chocolate muffins, and I'm selling vanilla muffins, and every other person is selling chocolate and vanilla muffins. So what is going to make my muffins stand out? So I
Different,
started
yeah.
mixing the two flavors. And when I started mixing the two flavors in one muffin, people started buying that because they could get two flavors in one.
Sorry to ask, how much would you sell each muffin?
I think at that point it was 3 rand.
How much would
I
you
think it was 3 rand.
and how much was your profit more or less in a day?
I would make about 112 rand profit a day, and I would sell Monday to Friday 20 liter bucket, and I would sell a 10 liter bucket on Saturday mornings.
So calculating more or less, you'd make about 500 to 600 rands a week. Ah, she disconnected. There's my question. So let's do the maths here. If she did maybe about worst case scenario, let's do worst case scenario. Make believe Wandile sold each muffin, in a week she would sell 500, make 500 rands. She said a Saturday, so about between 550 to 600 rands. You do the maths of how much she would make in a month. At least 5, 10, 15, 20, at least 2K. At least 2K. That's 2K that you probably don't have. That's 2K which right now you don't have for something which you could be building for your future. That's exactly what by the way, guys, by the way, I did not speak to her before. I did not know her trajectory. All I asked was for our producer, please organize someone in the YPG who is successful, who's winning in her career, in his or in her career. She just told me we've got a financial manager. But from how she spoke of where she is right now, I just said, let me go back, because none of our stories just happen because, you know, the genie, I don't know if you remember from Aladdin, the genie where they would rub the lamp and the genie appeared and said, you've got 3 wishes. No, she did not see the genie, but it was a matter of hard work. That was something I was sure of, that she would speak about the hard work. So she would have to wake up early. Hi to those of you who have always a problem with waking up early to hustle. I know some of us aren't morning people. I'm one of those. I'm not much of a morning person. But if I have to get my hustle on, I am up at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. Doesn't matter. Because if I have to get my hustle on, no one is going to do for me what I have to do. No one is going to do for me. Wandile, I'm checking here. The time is 4 minutes to 8. And I think I don't want your story to end. I am a lover and a promoter of suspense. So I want us to hold your story. I don't know if you can be able to be back next week at this time for us to continue your story. Lebu is mad at me because I have been promising her that every week she's going to be here to share her curiosities. And just where you left it at is already something which you guys who are watching us should reflect upon. Those of you who are always complaining about, I don't have opportunities, life is tough for me, I don't have this, my family is poor. What's the difference between you and her? Because as she said, she grew up from the Kasi. She's not somebody who grew up in a golden cot being fed by a golden spoon. I'm going to organize, Tylee, help me get next week maybe a golden spoon. I want to bring the golden spoon here and the Viber clock to remind those of you who think that it's all about luck or where you grew up in. I want you guys to remember every time you see that golden spoon. Wandile, can you be back next week?
Definitely, yes.
Superb, especially because it's connecting and disconnecting. And the time here is past already. I don't want to delay much, but I want to explore your story next week from the get-go, because today we still had the dedication in the beginning, and then the break, the song, we kind of delayed a bit, and I promised Lebu that she would be back here today. So next week, guys, Wandela is going to be back here with us, and she is going to share how she got to where she got. She's dealing with leading 16 people, which means she's not just a random person, but she's a leader. People depend on her for decision making. And when I say people, not only those people, but even their families, because in a job, remember, that person and the family depend on that job. So she's dealing with 16 times, you do the maths. You do the maths. So I want you all to think about it, because as she just mentioned here, it's not the golden cot she's coming from. She's coming from the struggle. And I want to dig. There's too much material there, Wandile, and I need to dig that. So at 5:30 a.m., she would grab the train to go to the taxi rank. What is your excuse? Of course, I'm not here to promote, ladies especially, to put yourself in danger. Please don't endanger your lives. But where possible, where applicable, where you know that you can do something to turn the tables, why aren't you doing? I'll tell you why. Because you are filled with excuses. Wandile, thank you so much. Next week, 7 p.m., we meet here again. And right at the beginning, I won't even waste much time. I want you to kick in. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. I want to share with you guys this phrase here. If you don't go after it, no one will fetch it for you. I want you to take this phrase, if you can right now, make a screenshot on your phone. I'll ask the team to post it, so maybe as soon as we're done here, I'll send it to you. Post it immediately there. If you don't go after it, no one will fetch it for you. And as much as sometimes people want to help, like I would love to help, imagine us trying to fetch your dream for all of you. Imagine us trying to do everything for you. No one is going to fetch your dream for it, because every person is on his or on her own hustle. Everyone is chasing their own dreams. Everybody's got an objective in their lives which they need to fight for. So if you don't go after it, no one's going to fetch it for you. We're going to go for a short break, and when we come back, Lebu's going to kick in. All right. The team, media, whoever's in media, you can post this now. Let me send it to you guys, and you can post it now. We're going to be right back.
We'll be back in a flash with more laughter, lessons, and surprises. Stay tuned, stay groovy. It's 5 o'clock.
Why the YPG? How do I even explain this? I mean, don't get me wrong. If I could, I would write a song about it, or maybe even rap about it. But instead, I'm going to do a spoken word about it. Why the YPG? This question gets me so excited. And I hope that maybe through these words that you may get enlightened. Enlightenment, that's one of the things that this family is about. They didn't just revive my vibe, they helped revive my life. I used to be a sheep waiting for slaughter. Don't get me wrong, in the eyes of the world I still am. But the new script I abide by handed me an armor to which no weapon formed against me can prosper. Why the YPG? I got a better question. Why not the YPG? A place of joy, peace, and vibes. A place where we got so much truth, we don't need the lies. A place where I don't need to carry a piece of myself, but I am taught to walk with a peace within myself. A place where we got so much joy that it radiates from a distance. That even on your darkest day, you couldn't dare to resist it. Look, rhymes aside, the YPG is my family. And I have mentors and members that will always check up on me on a daily. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What we have to do, we're going to do. How we can help, we're going to help. Whichever way we can assist, we're going to assist. But, I need to repeat, if you don't go after it, no one will fetch it for you. I will do what I can to help. I'm getting people here to help, to talk, to open your eyes, to give you that vision. I repeat, the next couple of weeks, we're going to be quite confrontational. Lazy people, if you want to stay lazy, you will better be careful, because the next couple of Viber clocks are not going to be that friendly for you. Anyways, we have got our dear Lebohang, who is waiting for, I don't know how many weeks. If I don't bring her here today, she's going to throw stones at me. Lebu, how are you today?
Hi BJ, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I literally just had load shedding. Literally, look. Load shedding. And the lights are back on. I just wanted you guys to see that. And how are you doing, Lebu?
Good, really good.
You're really good. Okay, Lebu, what do you have for us today? What are the weird facts you're going to be sharing with us today?
So these ones are actually quite interesting. I myself was, but the fact is peanut butter can be turned into diamonds.
Hi, boo. Hey, what?
I know, that was my first reaction. I was like, wait, what?
People are going to
But
be
it's-
stacking on peanut butter now. People are going to buy peanut butter more than anything.
So yeah, it's actually done through a scientific process called high pressure, high temperature synthesis. So in that way, peanut butter can be transformed into tiny artificial diamonds. So I'm not sure how the process works because they just shared the process of how it is turned into diamonds. But I was like, yeah.
Okay, that is insane. Guys, can we please find out how to turn a peanut butter into diamonds so that we can see something? Oh, wow.
I rephrase, into artificial diamonds, not real diamonds.
That's fine, guys. Don't buy peanut butter. Never mind. Our peanut butter drive is over. I was going to open like a YPG peanut butter drive here. Guys, everybody, YPG, the whole YPG, everybody donate a can or a tin, whatever thingy of a black cat or whichever peanut butter. Are you a peanut butter person, Lebu?
I actually like it, but I'm not like too much of a peanut butter person. I eat it, but it's not my go-to snack that much.
Okay. I think I'm not much. I like peanut butter with something, not just peanut butter, like, peanut butter, yeah. Anyways, next fact, Lebu, talk to us.
So this one's also quite interesting, and I imagined it in a very animated way when I first saw it. So it actually says tomato plants scream when a stem is cut off. A new study reveals that. So it's actually only tomato plants that I saw the research based on, but they actually scream when they are cut off.
So we hurt them when we pluck them out.
Yes, technically. So this they emit airborne sounds similar to bubble wrap being popped. So that is detectable from more than like 3 feet, 39.3 inches, and away when they are thirsty. So that's what actually happens when we cut them off. I actually even watched a video about it. It's like popping sounds, like when you pop bubble wrap or something like that.
Yeah.
So it happens, and it was quite interesting. I was surprised that they actually make sounds and all that.
Ontatile says, I eat with Oreo biscuits. Peanut butter with Oreo biscuits. No! First you twist it, then you lick it, then you dunk it. That's all you do to Oreo. No, Ontatile. I can't believe you're doing that to Oreo. Lebu. Look at that.
Elf. Why add peanut butter? That should be legal.
It should be legal, exact, Ontatile. Ontatile, we are going to get you in trouble for that. Next fact, Lebu, next fact.
So this one's about bees. So that bees can actually detect bombs, like minefields and all that. So bees are able to detect bombs with their tongues. So just as law enforcement uses dogs to sniff out explosives, bees can be trained to associate the scent with receiving food as a reward. So when the handler it extends its proboscis, they know they've got a bomb on their hands. So they even did like tried it in countries like Croatia, but it didn't quite work out very well because they couldn't necessarily associate humans with like following bees and all that because it's a minefield. But they tried to use drones in order to like track down the bees, but then it ended up getting messy because they are not able to see thoroughly the bees in like the drones because they're too
Too
small.
small, yeah. Okay, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That is actually very interesting. Never thought of that. Slee says that she is going to share the tomato fact with the vegans. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, because they like to tell us that we hurt. Blah blah blah. Good idea. I like that. I like that idea, Slee. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I'm with you. And I know a vegan. No, sorry, it's not a vegan, it's a vegetarian. Sorry, it won't work. Yes, next fact, Lebu.
So this one's about ketchup.
Okay.
So if that ketchup was used as medicine in the early 1800s.
Wow.
So the condiment prescribed and sold to people suffering with indigestion back in 1834. And it was believed to have healing properties and was used to treat ailments such as indigestion and a bad tummy. So when you're having indigestion, you know what to.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Are you the kind of person who puts a lot of ketchup on your fries?
No, I don't like ketchup. I don't even like ketchup.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you put on your fries, Lebu?
I like spice. I like my fries really spicy. So if there's spice, I'll add more spice.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. We are from different planets when it comes to that department, the culinary department. By the way, my question is to as well you, YPG fam. What do you like your fries with? Because I like my fries with simple seasoning. Salt is the best. I can do aromat. Steers has those pretty nice steers and that like brownish kind of seasoning that is awesome. But I don't like liquid stuff on. I hate when people take the fries and they put, ketchup all over or whatever. Oh my goodness. Like, because fries for me are holy. You don't mess it up. I feel like some people, they mess up the fries when they put too many things on it. And all the gushy, mushy stuff.
Yeah, even when they add like a lot of vinegar and like you see the fries are getting wet from all the vinegar.
Vinegar is the
And then
worst. That should be illegal. You
yeah,
vinegar
it should.
people who insult our fries or the fries. Well, it's ours because if you buy fries, don't expect to eat them alone. If you come close to me and buy fries, well, depending where you bought those fries, guys, I'm sorry. I have something which years ago happened when I was still here in Park Station. And the guilty people are probably watching it right now. And they bought these fries. My goodness, they were so oily. It's kind of like they didn't buy fries with oil. They bought oil with a little bit of fries inside of that oil. It was... But now I'm talking about normal fries, those ones that, our steers is proper fries, and they hot. And when they're hot and you put them in your mouth and it's like, you can't talk and you're moving it from one side of the mouth to the other. Guys, please respect fries. Just put salt and that seasoning. Stop putting ketchup. Stop putting those barbecue sauces. Vinegars is just the worst. My goodness, vinegar on the fries. Just that smell is such a turn off,
They all
Unbelievable.
sag
Hey?
and they all saggy with vinegar. when
Oh
you put too much oil.
yeah, exactly. They don't have that crunch. You know, your fries must have like. You must hear that, guys. Come on, fries is holy for me, guys. Fries are holy, holy, holy. Next fact, Lebu. Sorry for cutting you.
Okay, so this is my last fact.
Okay.
So this fact is about your skin.
Okay.
So the surface of your skin is replaced every month.
The
So,
what?
which puts another way, every month your skin is replaced every month. So every month you get a new skin. So that's what research says.
I I, I don't
So
I don't know about it because I feel like I need to do some cleansing on my skin for a few things here. I don't know how convinced I am by this so-called fact here. And
yeah, I think
I'm sure the ladies are complaining as well. They're like, nah.
I think your skin some like naturally has its own like methods in order to renew itself. And then
Okay.
we do so in a physical mechanical way, but I think naturally your skin um renews itself. Like think of it as this way: when you get sunburn naturally heals itself.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, your skin naturally has like its own properties that renew and changes every once in a while. But we actually can't see it. Like it's not something that we see like its
Okay.
prominence like product. But research says which means you have about 1,000 skins in your life. So all the more why dust is made of fine particles of solid matter. So in the atmosphere that come from various sources such as oils lifted by the wind, dust in homes is composed at about 20 to 50% of dead skin cells. Dead skin cells. Emphasis on that part.
Ugh. Okay. Yeah, no, the human body
Yeah.
is one amazing thing. It's impossible to believe that a Big Bang would do that, a bomb would ever do that. Guys, no ways. No ways. The human body is just something that's just too fascinating for us to believe such. Really, that's interesting. Interesting. Guys, these are Lebu's facts. Lebu's been mad at me because all these weeks we have not included her here. And I am legit going through these comments here, Lebu. You should go through them later. And the insult I am reading here to what my YPJ fam, guys, we're family. What you guys are doing to fries, Angek. No ways. Aye. No ways. Where is it? Somebody posted here. Somebody commented here that there are people who put acha in fries, guys. Not because I'm not an acha fan. I'm not a fan of acha. But guys, acha, fries. No, guys. No. No, no, no. YPG fam. Now, I want to understand this as well. Amina's asking, what is the sixth gun? What is sixth gun? I also want to understand. Does somebody know? Do you know what it is, Lebu?
No. I've heard about it, but I am not actually familiar with it. But I think I heard someone saying six guns, and I've seen it somewhere posted, but I
Somebody
never really
mentioned it
looked
here.
into it.
Is it like that thousand, what is it, thousand islands, thousand something? I don't have barely any of those. I have barely any of those. But I want to know, Blessing was the one who said, lots of vinegar and six gun. I feel like pulling a gun at this human being, Blessing, who puts vinegar and whatever the sixth gun here is. I'm wondering, can somebody please tell me what is sixth gun? Oh my goodness, there we found these people. They're coming out. Refilo says fries and acha, best combo. No! Sixth gun is a spice. I get it's a spice. What kind of a spice, guys? What kind is it? Chili? Is it? And why is it called sixth gun? I want to understand this. I feel like Googling. Yes, Lucidi. Yeah, you were saying?
I think I once seen it in a store. No, yeah, I think I've seen a spice called Six Gun at the store, but I'm not sure like how it tastes because I never really bought it. Yeah, it is a spice.
I get it's a spice. Everybody's telling me here, like, PJ, it's a spice. I get it's a spice. What is the spice with? Is it chili? Is it, what is it? Ah, my goodness, guys. I'm just offended, guys. I can't believe you guys do this. I think I might have a picture just before we disconnect. I might have a picture here of when I went, and it was the fam from the grounds last year. Literally, it was just about a year ago when we were at Wits, and it was literally our last day pushing for the society. And then we decided to eat. On the last day, we were like, yo, we were starved and we were eating. Oh, here are the pictures. Here they are. And then there were those who decided to insult the fries and add a bunch of spice to it. I'm gonna post it just now. You guys need to see this picture. There are quite a few pictures, but I'll just post one, especially because of the time, sorry. Whoops, I'm sending it to the wrong computer. It's probably bothering that computer there. Wrong computer, sorry, wrong computer. Now it's taking forever here. You don't get it, forget about it. Yes, I don't know if I want to get it. No, I do get it, it's fries. Guys, I feel like fries are so proper. You can't, I feel like if you add too much to it, you mosher it. Like, you mosher it. Worst case scenario, aromat. Aromat does the job. Aromat is the vibe. Let's get it right. Aromat spices anything.
Yeah, they do slap fries with aromat. I once tried it also, especially the yellow one, the yellow aromat.
Okay, here goes the picture, I promise. There we go. So we have Michael, and they're going to kill me for this, and Tumelo, and Kanya was eating the lights out of that chicken. We can only see the chicken there. We were at Wits University. Yes, Sakina, I don't know what Six Gun is. My years there in Durban, you guys never gave me Six Gun. So now I'm curious. I am here. And I don't know what Six Gun is. Guys, I can't believe this. Lebu, any final words before we wrap up and go?
Yeah, that's about it for today. So yeah, it was quite interesting for me because I've been learning a lot with these curiosities. They've been teaching a lot of things also that I was not aware of. So it's quite nice.
I agree. And I'm learning a lot about the YPG fam. How they destroy fries. Guys, I can't believe it. I think I'm going to do, I've been promising and I haven't fulfilled it, that I'm going to do a kota challenge. A kasi. I want to find out which kasi has the best kota. I'm sorry. Soweto Zone 6 Deep Kloof has this place with the most amazing kota. The spice, the sauce, sorry, not the spice, the sauce. I'm very weak to spice, but like the sauce, these guys, my goodness, it's amazing. Whenever we have something special, we always agree that that's where we're going to have. I have not yet in South Africa had a kota better than the one at Dijon. That place, it goes down. Lebu, when you come here to the grounds, to Joburg, we take you to the grounds, and you, my friend, are going to eat the Dijon. They say, Merafi told me one of these days, no, PJ, we're going to take you. But they never, Togoza said the same thing. Tembisa says, none of them. If I ask you, you're going to say, no, Kailicha has the best one. No, Philippi, no, Crossroads has the best. All of y'all are going to come with these names. No, Kukuletu's got the best. Yeah, but Zone 6, Soweto, they showed me the real deal. You see, David says, in Soweto, you get the best kota at White City. But David, you haven't taken me there. Like, you haven't. Like, y'all have not taken me there. Said, PJ, today you're going to eat kota. You and Miss T, we are taking you. Let's go. This is the place. It's fine. I'll pay, guys. I'm not going to be the cheapskate. I don't want you to pay. I just want to know where it is the best kota. The kasi with the best kota. Katerina, I'm with you. What is 6 guns? Like, these people are being evil, they're being mean. Bye-bye, Lebu. Any final words before you go?
So, you know where the vibe will be tomorrow in 54 Tsikisi Street in Khayelitsha. Do not miss them out.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay. In the morrows. How are the preps for the Mega Help event, Lebu?
Yeah, they've been going great. You'll see.
Okay. I was meant to feel it, but I'm going to see. Okay. I'm out of here. Bye-bye, Lebu. I'm not going to get into this. Bye, Lebu. Bye. Otherwise, it's going to become an issue here. Anyways, guys, in the morrows at every YPG branch, we're going to be having our hangout. At 2 p.m., we're going to have a special meeting with Bishop Marcelo for those who have the vision to do the work of God. And all of you who will be joining us, make sure that you bring your cell phones. Bishop is going to also be sharing why 91% of youth don't succeed. You're going to have to come and join us. It's going to be awesome. 2 p.m. at the grounds, come and join us. But the hangout will be 1 p.m. as usual. And at every single YPG branch, we're going to have the hangout. Not forgetting that on the 24th, it is what it is, the biggest event. Whoops. Sorry guys, it happened because I had programmed this to play with the song. So my point here is that this is going to be the biggest event so far in 2024. Of course, there will be bigger events, but this is the one. Make sure that you get everybody on board. It is going to be amazing. Y'all best get ready for what's happening. We are approaching 3 weeks. We are 3 weeks away. Stress levels on an all-time high. It will get bigger, it will get higher, but I know that you guys won't be disappointed. If you're anywhere in Gauteng, the grounds, it's what's going to be happening. Mega dance, career guidance, and we're going to be inviting those of you who are artistic. We have a challenge for you guys. You will have to find out from your coordinator more about it. If you are in Gauteng, find out from your coordinator tomorrow morning and ask him what it's about, because we are also challenging the artists. We're going to have an art gallery to promote the arts in the YPG. That's what's up, guys. Last but not least, if you want to chat to us, this happiness, this joy which we have, we want to pass it to you guys as well. You want to get in touch, 0800 330 320. That's 0800 330 320, and that's where you guys can get in touch with us or DM us on any of our platforms. We'll be ready to attend to you guys. You're struggling with something, you want to vent, there's someone who's ready to holler at you, all right? And those of you who are, those of you guys who are simply destroying the fries, see you next week. I'm out of here. Bye, guys. Take care of yourself. Not forgetting that it is time for us to take off. I'm out of here. God bless you all. We love you, fam. Where's my promo? We got to end with the MH24 promo. We out of here.
In 2023, Made for More rocked the house with success. But in 2024, get ready for something even bigger and better. Brace yourselves for the Mega Help Event 2024, where the energy is cranked up with a mega dance-off, thunderous war cries, fierce competitions involving over 24 schools, and an art gallery showcasing the immense talent of visual artists. Dive into a world of possibilities with career guidance from seasoned experts and college professionals. Need a buddy to chat about life's highs and lows? Our volunteers are ready to support and guide you in the Vent Corner. Now mark your calendars for the 24th of February at 10 a.m. and join us at 24456 Imnik Drive, Zone 6, Deep Kloof in Soweto. Not in Josie? No sweat. Mega Help Event is making its way to you, with simultaneous events at every provincial YPG branch across Mzansi. Your entrance is absolutely damage-free. For more details, hit us up on our toll-free line or check our pages on YPG RSA. Mega Help Event 2024. It's time to take off.